Let's begin. My name is Panda. Welcome to the Panda Podcast. Let's talk some shit today.
My name's also Panda.
He's Panda.
I'm Jason.
Rob.
Coleslaw.
Welcoming you guys all to today's podcast. Jeremy just shot his pants once again. Why did you shoot your pants once again? He's just losing it.
Well, you see, Panda's introduction skills has been on the rise recently.
Oh yeah, definitely, of course. Every episode, you gotta go through every episode and look through my introduction.
Oh,
What?
there's chips on my phone.
It's your fault for buying Hungry Jacks.
There's chips on my phone.
You hope it's chips.
What else could it be? Jesus Christ.
Indescribable food.
Indescribable food.
Indescribable food.
How have you guys been today?
Sleepy.
I kind of woke you up for this.
You woke me up, man.
Mr. Jerry?
Good.
Good?
Good.
Tired?
Not really.
Jerry's occupying his time during this podcast to do something else.
Depends on if you interest me today with your topics.
Today's topic.
What's today's topic?
Today's topic. We all watched an interesting movie on the weekend. On Monday, actually. We watched the movie on Easter. Easter.
Was it Easter? Yeah, Monday. Yeah.
Easter Monday. We watched
Easter
the movie
Monday.
Easter Monday. We watched Zootopia. That was a very interesting movie. I watched the movie after watching Batman v Superman.
Okay.
And I can safely say that Zootopia is better than Batman v Superman. Really?
I'm not
Yes.
so sure that I would have needed to watch them to confirm that, but okay.
Yeah, well, my personal experience dictates that a kid's Disney show is better than a PG Warner Brothers movie. That was highly anticipated.
It was actually. It was
Right, what? Which movie was Warner Brothers?
Batman v Superman.
Oh, right.
it's
Sorry.
it's advertised and hyped just about everywhere you go around.
I didn't know it was Warner Brothers.
Around town
And for a kid's movie, Batman v Superman is extremely violent.
That is true.
But no blood. No blood. Extremely violent, but no blood. But back into the topic, Zootopia. We all watched Zootopia,
Yes.
besides Mr. Coleslaw here. So this is going to be a spoiler for Mr. Coleslaw.
He doesn't know what he's missing out on.
Also, this is going to be a spoiler podcast, so if you guys haven't seen the movie yet, go and watch the movie
before you keep listening.
before you keep listening, because your ears are going to bleed and everything else is going to be like, oh no, Panda's a dickhead because he told me about this stuff.
Or he normally is already.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
But don't forget, once you have watched it, do come back and listen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well,
And if you have any questions about this, leave them in the comments and we'll probably discuss it somewhere on our social media. What do you guys think of Zootopia?
hit you right in the feels.
It does. What was the last Disney movie? I think it was Frozen, right?
Was it?
No, I don't believe so. I think there's been a few since.
I can't think of one Disney movie before
Sure, it probably was.
Zootopia.
We're going to get so many hate comments for
We're gonna
not
get-
knowing this.
Let's actually look this up because the one movie that does come up is Frozen.
But that's several years old. Surely there's been at least a few in between.
No.
Although, would you consider the Star Wars film a Disney film now?
Okay.
Well, you got no choice.
Yeah.
It is.
It is a Disney film. But okay. You can even call Star Wars a kids film as well. Can you? Like an anime. Okay, let's rephrase the question. What was the last animated Disney film? Because I can't name one off the top of my head. Google can. The Good Dinosaur.
Oh, I wanted to watch that. I forgot about it. Go call Panda. Gotta put that on to do list.
The Good Dinosaur. Inside Out, because I
You
haven't
learn something every day.
Inside Out. I haven't seen Inside Out yet.
It is a good film. Go watch it.
Is that the one where the people's controlling the brain, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. It's when feelings are feelings.
But wait.
What?
That wasn't Disney, was it?
I think it.
Sorry.
That was Pixar. Or,
No, it's Disney.
Disney Pixar.
is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Disney.
Wait, Toy Story's under who then?
Sorry?
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Disney
Yeah.
Pixar. Yes.
So you learned something today.
I don't know. I always thought Disney and Pixar
See.
were separate.
Andy's mom had 2 toys.
Oh,
One's named Woody and one's named Buzz.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Sorry, Panda, don't worry about it.
You need to keep off the internet a little bit there.
Jesus.
You can probably find toys that are made to look after that.
Have you been looking at way too many Japanese Woody figures?
No, that's
Oh,
not the case, mate.
the rip-off ones?
Oh. I think
They're,
we destroyed someone's childhood just then.
Probably.
Yeah, I think we all know what we're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. That's I'm not gonna cut that out.
Alright, man, back to Zootopia.
Back to Zootopia.
Yeah.
Good movie. Good movie. Like I said, better than Batman v Superman.
Why though?
It was entertaining.
Yeah.
Good animation.
Mm-hmm.
Good storytelling.
Yeah.
Good protagonists.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting protagonists. Because not every day do you see a kid's cartoon movie,
Yeah.
especially a kid's cartoon movie, where one of the protagonists is in what's the word for in crime.
So,
Are you talking about the fox?
Yeah,
Nick.
But
But then isn't it normal for Disney like kids movies to have someone who's bad and got converted to good side, and then they do something to
no,
get
but there's good and then there's bad. Like, but then bad is always just the pure evil, and then they turn good.
Mm-hmm.
Nick isn't pure evil. He just
You're the stuffed up boss.
he had to stuff the past.
he started on one side instead, though.
Yeah. I'm thinking of the word of what he is though.
We'll probably think of it at the end or something, and
'Cause-
someone will shout it
Because
triumphantly.
I can't remember oh man, it's on like the tip of my tongue.
Let's scrape over this for a second, like this part, and we'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about it too. This is annoying the shit out of me.
What did you guys think of the movie? Because I loved it.
I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It was it toyed with that idea of how society, regardless, is not perfect in any way, and it actually brought that up fairly prominently, I thought, which is an interesting
Take on a Disney film.
an interesting critique of modern society. It I thought it brought that one forward quite nicely. Whereas if you're looking at something like the other film you watched, as far as I've seen from the trailers, and admittedly I've only seen the trailers, I have not seen the film, it seems to be mostly just a film about fighting and throwing people through walls. So
It's pretty close.
I quite like this. The story progressed quite nicely, actually, with going from someone coming from a small town where you're always being told that that's what you do and that's what the rest of the family does and has done for generations, and then they go off and do something completely different and play with the story from there.
Agree with you, Rob, on this one. That's for sure.
Do you want to add anything to it?
Please
That sentiment. That was like, yeah, I agree with it. It's like, how do I? Crap, now I'm lost for words. Shit. Besides the fact that I agree with Rob.
do you normally disagree with Rob?
No. It's just the case. It's like, yeah, playing it. I'm not sure if like kids will get the message though.
They won't. They won't.
It's just
They
like-
won't.
Kids
No.
will only kids will watch the movie because there's a cute rabbit and a
Yeah.
cute fox, and it's an animated cartoon movie made by Disney.
But yeah, like Rob said, it just does bring something to the table. It's like,
Yeah,
you
so
can do what you want. And it's like don't play the stereotypes and shit like that.
It's also a good movie because it targets both kids and adults.
Yeah, it does.
that's one of the things I think Disney do very well, is that they
Yeah.
get both sides and they do it very well and very seamlessly, actually. Like I've gone back watch films, you know, years later, like Monsters Inc. or Toy Story or something like that. I watch that 10 years later, and I get a whole bunch of jokes and things that I didn't get when I watched it as a little kid.
True, yeah. There's more you can appreciate.
Yeah, so I like that they often target both points.
I seriously don't know what I can add besides what you said. You said it all, man.
I should probably be quiet in the corner here then.
Which you were in the last podcast we had. You were on back in episode 3.
Oh,
Two.
Jesus, so long.
So the word I was looking for, hustler. Nick was a hustler.
Hustler or con? He was a bit of a con artist.
Con
really.
artist, hustler. But that was what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Well, that was what they called him in the film.
So yeah, like you don't see many Disney movies, even cartoon movies, to introduce someone of that sort of caliber in a children's show.
I wouldn't say it's a first though.
Really?
No, it's not.
I can't quite put my finger on another show that does it, but I'm pretty
Show
certain.
or movie?
Movie. But I'm pretty certain this is not the first time they did it. One of the unique things that Zootopia brought to the table was it was actually quite extensively referencing other shows throughout the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
There was that massive rendition of every other Disney movies as animals. So Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen. The guy that was trying to sell bootleg DVDs.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on that.
No, you didn't. Oh my god.
Wait, which one?
What did I?
Which one?
So
what that does is makes you feel like you're at home, like you're watching the movie and you understand everything that's going on. And it makes you feel like you're part of it. It grabs you. That's what I felt was really good about the movie. Apart from that, it's basically a typical Disney film. It's feel good, you know. At the end, everyone wins. It's good.
Yeah, which part was that?
it was when they were trying to find this. Obviously, spoilers once again, guys. Go watch the movie, come back. It's when they're trying to investigate one of the street dealers, and they were selling bootleg DVDs.
Oh yeah, okay, now I remember. Yeah.
So there was a shot of the DVDs where they were all like Disney movies, but with animal renditions.
Animal versions of those. Animal versions of those.
Yeah, like so animal versions of Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen.
What's that one? Big Hero 6.
Big Hero
I
6.
think they called it Big Hero or something.
Big Hero 6.
Did it? Was it?
I got it.
I think you're right.
Yeah. But that ending though wasn't as predictable as I thought it would be.
What? Oh, yeah.
Like once you know the ending, you're like, oh, okay, the little guy, the little sheep, like.
You really didn't see it coming?
No, I didn't see it coming.
Oh wow, okay.
I did not see it coming towards the end.
Sure.
Like it was obvious. It was obvious towards the end of it, but like
But before that, no.
before that, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I thought it was the line. Really.
You thought it was the
I
line.
thought it was the line.
The Predator actually is the evil guy in this movie.
I was like, I just kind of jumped to the conclusion, like, I just let my brain stupidly go along with that. And yeah, I thought it was that.
Maybe you've been watching way too much Lion King recently.
What? No.
But I thought it was interesting. They made him very much a sort of almost good guy, really.
The lion.
Yeah.
No.
Well, at the end,
He ended up in jail, didn't he?
No, but
He
was
did,
He was
but-
trying to do the right thing though.
Was he?
yeah. So he had the best intentions, like, well, with the exception of that it was to try and protect his position, but it was still to try and protect the public and prevent massive outrages, public
Outcry and panic.
yeah. And so I think in that aspect he was trying to do the right thing, just maybe not quite in the right manner.
Because everything he was doing was in secret.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone else have anything to add to Zootopia? Because I think that we've covered the basis of it.
In this relatively short period of time.
in the period of less than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
What would you guys rate it though? What would you guys rate it?
Give it an 8.5.
8.5.
8.
Why the 8.5? Like, there's obviously something lacking. It's not. It's not a perfect movie, obviously. I don't think I've ever watched a perfect movie ever.
You know what's a perfect movie?
What?
Tokyo Drift.
Yes.
With Han.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
It's like snack monster. He's always eating through the whole movie.
And then he dies at the end.
Because of Jason Statham.
he got blown off.
Guys, spoilers of Tokyo Drift.
Should probably edit that first.
Plus point, cars.
Hey, Tokyo Drift and Zootopia. Oh, drifting in Zootopia. Massive car chase in Zootopia. No?
Well, at the end.
At the end.
Yeah.
Car chase at the end of Zootopia.
That was a nice movie.
Flash, on video.
That could be the thumbnail of this video.
Remember that day when you guys went to see it, and I was on the crane machine trying to get the pop vinyl for Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. And the other day I went to get Flash.
Yeah.
Didn't get it. I was so cut. It's like one of the things I was after.
Sure. Like, how much did you invest in it?
20. Well, I stopped at $20 because it's kind of like
$20 in a claw machine. Wow. That's dedication.
That's not
That
bad.
is
Dedication.
Yeah.
Dedication.
They're doing well.
Oh, obviously. They definitely need more Jerry's.
No.
Oh, I don't know. I think they're doing pretty well, just as is.
Yeah. But 8.5, Jason.
Yeah.
What do you think the movie was lacking?
Huh?
What do you think the movie was lacking?
It gets you the feels, but it didn't get you over the line. It's like, it hits that sweet spot where it's like,
It hits where it hurts.
not where it hurts, but
I mean, where it does get the feel.
I don't know. I can't.
It just didn't really
So I
feel
like-
that much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's enjoyable, very enjoyable. I'll say that.
Agree. What I would say is we've seen this before. We've seen this kind of feel good movie before. But obviously this is a different take on another, like kind of like Toy Story in a way. The only reason I would also give it an 8 is because it didn't try to be original. There's something mind blowing about it. It's all this. It was the same formula Disney was trying to put out again, but on a different.
But you can't blame them. It
No,
works.
it works. It definitely works.
It definitely works.
At the beginning, when I was watching the movie, I thought, you know what, this reminds me of Animal Farm, but the pigs didn't turn evil. For anyone out there who's read the book Animal Farm, I don't know who the author is. I can't remember who the author was. But if you went to high school in Australia, you would know about the book Animal Farm. Nothing.
No.
Nothing. No.
No.
What high school did you guys go to?
Just one out in the country, so that'd probably be why.
I've never heard of it either.
No, I read.
Depends on the theme.
Yeah.
They have that
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, and also teacher selection.
Oh, okay.
There's a teacher select.
So
from,
yeah, Animal
course.
Farm by George
Orwell.
George Orwell. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's what I thought the movie was kind of going to be about. Obviously not, because the pigs didn't turn evil.
No, but absolute power does corrupt.
Exactly.
Here we go, back to English.
Back to English, Year 12 English, and we're in university now.
Oh god.
Oh, you poor
I'll-
sods.
Yeah. But I still want to see a Disney movie try to do something new. For the sake of trying something new.
What do you mean by do something new? What kind of
Something-
thing
something-
after? Because
something-
you gotta understand, Disney's main target audience
Are kids.
is kids.
It's
Yeah.
always
Exactly.
kids.
The reason why people our age kind of enjoy it is because we can relate to it, and it's
Sure.
an easy thing to watch,
Sure.
right? Who else would they be targeting?
Their parents.
With animation, like the easiest will be kids. We're taking My Little Pony out of this. I don't know what happened there. Don't ask me.
The demographic of
That's in another league. Don't.
Yeah.
Like-
don't
That's another
My Little Pony did whatever COD was trying to do.
What?
Because Call of Duty. Call of Duty was targeted to more of a young adult audience when you've got
Right.
12-year-old kids playing Xbox.
Well, that's because their parents
I
don't to put it crudely, their parents are not responsible.
I don't think it was originally targeted for that audience. It just
Exactly.
happened to fall
That's the
into
thing.
that audience.
That's
It's
exactly.
not the same concept though.
But similar to how My Little Pony erupted. How did the how did the group Bronies come about?
Oh god. Why did we get to you?
How did we get to Bronies?
I think-
But obviously we need an expert of this in the room right now to discuss it because I don't want to talk about it.
I thought it didn't it come over like from like people who got into furry and they just wanted something to watch. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just my own.
Whoa!
I,
It's
th-
my own theory right here. It's like my own brain going on a tangent. But
I think that term is actually a little more specific to a smaller section of the whole fandom. Like I think that's fairly specific.
I've
So,
got a messed up mind, and we've kind of we kind of have adultified our main topic.
We shall go and get
watching
a
what show is
expert
ponies.
for another episode.
What
So
are you talking about?
what's with that? Rule 34.
Rule 34. Rule 34. We've pretty much done Rule 34 to this movie.
You know it's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna do it. Probably in America already, but you know.
The internet.
Yeah.
The internet.
Internets.
Oh god.
What do you think of the movie? What would you improve on Zootopia, Rob?
I'm not sure necessarily like what would improve. I think it was a very well done film, but once again,
What did it lack?
it still had that formula style, and a lot of films do. The ones that I see that are breaking out of that formula style of, hero saves the day or villain becomes good, is
Frozen did that well. The main prince was actually evil.
I haven't seen Frozen.
You haven't seen Frozen?
No.
Let it
A lot
go.
of people are
Let
not going to be
it go.
not going to be happy with me with that one. Yes, and my housemate does play that one a lot. But losing my train of thought here. A lot of films that I see that are breaking out of that pattern are sort of the more indie style or smaller films. So
Obviously, they don't have a big budget.
I've-
behind
yeah, no, and the storyline needs to be very creative.
it.
And that's what drives a lot of those films. But I think, going back to this case, I think probably actually, I don't think I have anything to add to it, because it's what Disney do, it's what they do best, and
So what people expect of Disney, and they pull something weird out of the bag, it can either be very successful or it could fail completely.
I
and
don't know.
destroy the
Yeah.
reputation
Yeah.
of Disney.
I don't know whether they've done a particularly bad film, or at least in a very long time, or it's not that I've heard of. Keeping in mind I don't
No,
pay terribly
that-
close attention, but
that is true. I haven't heard of a bad Disney film.
mm,
No, a bad animated Disney film. Because
okay,
Disney has acquired a lot of companies recently.
they've acquired, yes.
Marvel, Lucasfilm.
What was that live action one that they were trying to base off like those old Disney movies?
There's been quite a few.
That-
There's been Wizard of Oz,
no,
which they
not
did.
in that sense, not like that.
Cinderella.
The TV shows?
No, it was a movie. It wasn't so much that they were trying to do a live action of it. It was like a parody.
Enchanted.
That was it.
It was a parody. It was a parody of
Into the Woods.
It's a parody of Cinderella, half Snow White.
Yeah,
know, right?
That was
Was it?
Yeah,
that
it
the one
was.
with,
It was.
Was that the one with
the guy from Anatomy.
No, I'm thinking of the chick from Twilight. Kristen
No.
Stewart.
No. It was the chick. I think was a-
comments.
Yeah. Here we go. Just here we go.
She was I think she was a redhead. Not wrong.
Was she a natural redhead?
Yes, I think so. You know that person doing the opticians in the movies right now? Those. I think it was that girl.
What?
She was the female protagonist, and the male protagonist was the guy from Grey's Anatomy. If I'm not wrong.
No. I am.
So if you know, please do comment below and do correct us. We'd love to know.
I do know. I'm looking through a list of Disney movies, not particularly animated movies.
Yep.
And I do remember a mediocre movie on this list, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Was that the
fourth one?
The fourth one. Actually, to its credit, from the reviews and from the people that did see it, because that's once again another one that I have not watched. There are many mainstream ones that I have not watched.
There are a lot of weird movies that I didn't know are from Disney. Beverly Hills Chihuahua is a Disney movie.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Winnie the Pooh had a movie in 2011.
Yes, it did.
Wow.
Yeah.
There was also a Tigger movie a long while back. And that was pretty good.
that was a while
Well,
ago.
Tigger had his own movie.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Whoa.
Didn't he go missing in that one? Or was it no? That was Eeyore in another one.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know a little bit of trivia. The voice of Eeyore is also the voice of Optimus Prime.
Sounds about right.
That's funny.
That's interesting.
Well, the Optimus Prime we know from
Oh, hang on. Which version? Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Which version?
From the Michael Bay films, I think.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah, the same voice of Eeyore.
That's funny.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is, to the credit of Pirates of the Caribbean, is that they had a very particular style and a very particular set of jokes that went well with it. But from what I heard, let it down on that film was that they were rehashing many of the jokes. And they weren't really coming up with anything new, so it was really just sort of recycled old content to further the position in the storyline.
But I do look forward to the new Pirates of the Caribbean coming out, though.
Is there another? Oh, there's another one. That's there's a fifth one.
There's another one coming out.
Pirates of
Yes.
the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales coming out next year.
Does it have Johnny Depp?
I think the rumor is it's gonna have Johnny Depp. It's gonna have the original cast.
That's it?
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom.
Wait, how's he coming back?
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
So I think the story is it's been. So I think it was at the end of the third movie.
Yeah. He's ferrying the dead.
So he's
He becomes.
he's now Davy Jones.
Yeah.
He's become the
And he
undead.
comes out once every 10 years.
So it's this set 10 years
I
later.
think this is like makes it 10 years since that movie.
Okay.
In actual time or just in the storyline?
Well, the movie plans to come out in 2017.
When did the other one come out?
The last movie with Orlando Bloom was Pirates of the Caribbean, I think At World's End,
At World's End.
Yep.
Yes.
Number 3.
2007.
There you go.
So
Exactly 10 years.
There you go.
So 10 years. We're going to see Orlando Bloom play the role of Davy Jones.
Exactly. Like almost
Well,
10
10
years.
years.
not the role of Davy Jones. He's taken his job.
Like,
As
he
it
is
were.
Davy Jones. But not
No,
really Davy
because
Jones.
his name isn't Davy
His
Jones.
name is not David Jones.
Davy Jones was killed.
But
Davy.
Spoilers!
technically-
Spoilers to everyone.
Come on, most likely everyone.
Guys,
by now.
watch these movies.
But
I
yeah,
watched the movie.
so yeah, that's like he just assumed the role of captain of the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
That's what I'm trying to say actually.
I've got a list of movies from Disney that are in development. Just say which ones you actually are looking forward to. I would say this in the order I'm seeing them in. So, in development, Frozen 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if it comes out with a good song, sure. Why not?
Let It Go the second.
He's reading.
Tink.
Tink?
Tink. I think this is a reference to Tinkerbell from Peter Pan.
Yeah, it might be because
It might be.
they've done a live action of
Wow.
the Pete Pan right at
Oh,
the very start. What was it? What did they call it?
Pan.
Just Pan.
They call it
yeah.
Pan. Well, it's when Peter Pan and Captain Hook are friends, and they take
Yeah.
down. I think Hugh Jackman plays Blackbeard.
Ooh.
A pirate.
Yes.
Yes,
he did.
I think it's
they
Blackbeard.
take down Blackbeard.
I think it's Blackbeard. I haven't seen the movie yet.
No, nor have I. So
It's on my list of movies to watch.
Yep.
Tron 3.
Yeah.
I think that was cancelled.
the fact that they've even gotten to Tron 2 is quite impressive. They rehashed the 80s original, which was exceptionally bad. And
You didn't like the Tron movie?
Oh, hang on.
It was pretty to look at.
Yeah, it was pretty, but it was not
Visually
that fantastic.
Visually stunning, but not really fantastic.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I liked it for the visuals.
The one with Olivia Wilde.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it for the visuals. That
Those
was
good
about
visuals.
it.
Good visuals. Look at Ralph 2. I look forward to that.
Which one?
Look at
Yeah.
Ralph 2.
I haven't seen the first. I apologise. Yeah,
No.
Me neither.
I've been told it's very good.
A live action Mulan movie.
No.
Jerry's first. Jerry, you had a comment for that?
Haven't got anything good so far. Reading down your list.
Have they picked out an actor for?
Apparently it's in development. Okay, this is a strange one. And I'm actually curious as to see how they're going to execute this. A live action Dumbo movie.
Is that the flying elephant?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, don't forget they did a live action Pinocchio.
They did.
They
Yeah.
did?
they did.
Yeah,
They did.
years ago.
Like so long time
Like,
ago.
must be early to mid 90s at least.
Fuck that! Like that's like
No.
2000s, like early 2000s.
I'm not sure on the actual date, but it was a very long time ago.
Some,
now.
somewhere around late 90s to 2000s. Like
yeah.
early
Anyway,
2000s.
they did do that.
Yeah, they did do that.
I say Dumbo is going to be interesting because the original Dumbo from the 90s had a lot of trippy things happen in that movie. It was a very trippy movie.
And also, how about Ghost in the Shell?
Ghost in the Shell's in Disney.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to like another company. Sorry about
No,
that.
this is an old upcoming Disney movie.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, Pinocchio is being developed again as live action.
Oh, they're
It's
redoing
on
it.
this list.
All right.
And-
Enchanted 2? Enchanted... You
Yeah.
said
Enchanted 2.
Oh.
You said Enchanted 1 before, didn't you, Jason?
Yes, the first Enchanted.
Well, it's like I saw it when it came out on TV, you know. But it's still bad. Anyway.
Now, I'm sorry to break this.
Jerry sounds disappointed.
Now, I'm sorry to break this to you guys, but Dumbo, the original Dumbo film was 1941.
1941?
Yes.
No wonder the movie was so trippy.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily, but it was. Yeah.
It was back. Was it
Quite
black
a
and white?
while ago. No, Technicolor.
Holy shit!
That's
trippy!
What's trippy about that?
It's a very trippy
That was
movie.
revolutionary at the time.
It was revolutionary at that time, but
Plane fly.
right now it's like super trippy. It kind of looked trippy.
Well, it's interesting because I watched a bit of the original Wizard of Oz. No, sorry, not the original. It was the 1938 version, and it had a kind of fuzzy sort of quality to it. So you could really
It's
see it
kinda-
starting to age.
It's kind of like blur.
No,
You know-
not blue.
You know what? Talking about Technicolor, right? I just thought about it. One thing I'll actually want to see from Disney again was back in World War II, Disney made a Donald Duck propaganda film for World
Oh
War II.
yeah, the Nazi thing.
I mean, sure, it's not exactly aimed at kids, but if they do something like that again, if they do it right, it could potentially be pretty interesting. I'll be for one up
They do?
for watching it.
Yeah.
Except that was a propaganda film. We're
Yeah,
not
true.
after,
But
we're not after a propaganda
It was
film.
15 minutes long, so I remember it was like 15 minutes long. So if they're doing something in the style, I reckon they can probably go somewhere with that, but it'll be a pretty big investment.
I think they're just forgotten about that movie. You ask them about the movie. Remember that Donald Duck movie you did in in World War II?
They probably go, "What are you talking about?
Yeah,
we don't know what you're talking
Probably-
about."
Oh wow.
Trying to cover up something.
Yeah.
Trying to cover up those
Yeah.
things.
It
because
was not
it was
not
nice at
a
all.
nice period of time. Anyway,
I've got another one on this list.
Donald Duck's reading Mein Kampf.
What?
Yeah, that's the one.
Holy shit! What? I kind of want to turn it on now, but
Don't.
we'll wait till.
Yeah, done.
Do it after the podcast.
Do it after. Not now.
It's quite racist, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got another movie on this list. Cruella. Live action.
Cruella.
Cruella. I have no idea what that is.
From 101
Cruella.
Dalmatians.
Oh,
That lady?
that old crazy chick.
So I reckon
Yeah,
it's like
it'll be her side of the story. Like
So they wanted to go.
what are the other ones that they did like that? They've done a few recently where they did the other side in live action.
Snow White?
No, they might have.
I guess
But
what in the Peter Pan movie, before he became an enemy, what was his name?
Hook.
Captain Hook.
Yeah.
yeah,
Before that, so I guess
that was Pan.
That's Pam.
Yeah. They also did.
Angelina Jolie did one recently.
Yeah.
Before how she became that evil.
Maleficent.
Yeah.
Maleficent.
Thank you.
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
And that came out in 2014.
Yes. I was about to say last year, but no, it was not last year.
Well, we're only in April. We're in April now.
We're in April. Yes.
Holy crap, we're in April.
Yes.
So fast.
We're already caught away.
Incredibles 2.
That's
Meh.
really good.
Man.
I'm just kind of waiting for the continuation because
Original Incredibles was alright as a film. It's quite interesting, but I really don't see how they can continue the series. Felt like they finished it off.
No,
And-
they set it up to be able to continue it, but they never did.
that's what people go
You also got to remember, Incredibles came out before the superhero boom.
Yes, it did. Oh, actually, no, shouldn't say that because superheroes have been around for a
It's
very
always
long
been
time.
No. Well, the concept of a superhero film is not new. Like way before Incredibles, but the boom didn't hit until afterwards.
Oh, as in what you're saying is we
The
now
hype
have
on
about
superheroes.
3 superhero films
Every year.
every year at
We
least.
pretty much just finished the space and sci-fi section with Prometheus and all that stuff. You could say that we are moving into superhero, but from my point of view, I think we are almost finishing with the whole superhero.
I give it
section.
another 3 years and we're done.
No, I reckon maximum 1 more year.
We've still got all these Marvel and DC movies
That's
lined up
true,
for the
yeah.
next 5 years anyway.
But I'm talking about interest-wise though.
Oh, yes.
Interest-wise, yeah, I think.
Another movie on this list is Gigantic. Anyone know anything about this movie?
I'm going to take a guess that is Jack and the Beanstalk. Maybe.
Maybe.
Just a guess.
Another interesting one, which was debated to be whether or not a good or bad sequel. Cars. They're making a third movie for Cars.
Cars 3.
Didn't they already do like planes as well?
They did.
They did.
Yeah. Is the Planes Pixar?
Is it? I'm not sure.
Disney Pixar.
What's the difference between Disney and Pixar?
Wait, who did Wally? Wait, was Wally Disney?
Pixar. Yeah.
They're Wally
Disney Pixar.
I think Wally is Pixar. See, Wally will never become a sequel. Don't worry, Wally will never become a sequel.
Oh,
No.
What about Up? Up was Pixar.
Up was Pixar.
Yeah.
Up was Pixar too.
So we've mentioned Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales.
Yeah.
Coco.
Which one?
Just said Coco.
Huh.
All I'm familiar with is that it's a really bad
Coco.
song.
I don't know.
No, never heard of Coco. However, following that, and we've maybe heard some news about this at one stage, is a live action Beauty and the Beast. And
Yeah.
I think
I think I saw like a
the
glimpse
rumor
of it.
is Emma Watson will play Belle.
Yeah. It could work.
that could work.
Actually, no, I'm thinking of the chick from Twilight.
yeah.
the same hair color though, you know?
Yeah, you're saying blondes all look the same.
Yeah.
That's literally what you just said.
No, but wait, doesn't she get brown hair? The character, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, wasn't she?
She was blonde? It
No.
was brown.
Brown hair.
So that's what I was
Brown
thinking.
hair.
It's like probably her facial
Wow, I
structure.
should really go back and watch that movie.
Her facial
You should.
The only references I still remember are every time I play Kingdom Hearts. Also, any of these movies could be in the next Kingdom Hearts game.
I really do enjoy Kingdom Hearts. It's just that they are very selective on their platforms, I guess.
I reckon, yeah.
What do you mean?
Play it.
They're pretty much being with Sony this whole time.
No.
Like the first couple is PlayStation, and then the next couple was on the PSP. Recently, I remember there was
Also
one on the 3DS.
Okay, so
So they're being very
the-
exclusive on one platform only.
no,
But before,
that's not true. That's not true.
No?
They
because
have,
they did a Game Boy version of that too.
exactly. They have games on Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and a prequel to the third game is on the 3DS, and there's like 2 other games on DS as well. So you can't really say that they're selective. Another upcoming movie is, I can't even say it without saying Moana.
Which one?
Moana.
Oh,
Moana.
yeah, Moana.
Moana.
That's supposed to be this year, actually.
Moana.
Yeah, 2016.
Probably
The more interesting one coming out this year is Finding Dory.
Finding
Oh,
Dory.
yes.
Is it going to be like a psychological adventure?
Yeah, well, is it going to be
It's
a
like-
movie about Dory repeating the same thing every 10 minutes?
It's like identity, searching for her
potentially.
identity.
Yeah. And Jungle Book is coming out this year.
I'm
Jungle
not so
Book.
excited for that one.
Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just held the old one that came out probably soon. I don't know when it came out.
Jungle Book is being directed, I know, by Jon Favreau, and one of the voices is Scarlett Johansson as a snake. So it's a lot of Jon Favreau's people. So a lot of the guys who did Iron Man 1.
It feels like you know how normally when you have movie actors, right? They normally just do movies, but these days it seems like they're doing voice acting too.
No, that's
Is that normal?
That's normal. We also got to remember celebrities do voice acting as well.
Oh, okay.
So the one that always sticks to my mind is
Vin Diesel.
as Groot.
And also the one that came out in the 90s, like, is a big metal robot. It's kind of like the BFG, except a giant metal robot.
Well, BFG is also on this list as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. BFG is coming out this year as well.
Jungle Book was 1967.
Oh, there you go.
The one that sticks to mind is Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. He's voiced by Jason McCartney.
No.
Yeah. That's one
That's
that
got
always
the
sticks
facts
out to
there,
me.
mate. What do you mean by no?
Actually, wait. Can anybody run my mind through a movie? I'm trying to remember it, but I can't remember for the life of me. It had Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, the little
Jim
thing.
Henson?
No. I'm trying to remember the movie where Jiminy Cricket came from.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know.
I gotta find my
We
thing.
shall look this up.
Yeah.
Jiminy Cricket. Okay, Google.
I don't see a sequel to
Might as
Big
well.
Hero 6 anywhere on this list.
I don't think it's wait. If this is for 2016 or 2017.
No, these are just movies that are coming out, like not even this year.
They said they were going to do a sequel for Big Hero 6.
No, Big Hero 6 has been announced to be an animated series.
Ah, okay.
So hopefully that's good.
Adventures of Pinocchio is where he came from.
So I think the back Planes is the Disney movie.
I think it's a horrible movie.
Sorry, which
So
one?
can we all agree that Planes is a horrible Disney movie?
Oh, I did.
Haven't seen it.
I have not
I haven't seen it. I'm probably judging before I've seen it, but yeah.
John Carter is also on this movie, on this list as well.
John Carter.
Yeah.
John Carter.
So look, there are a lot of movies by Disney that we can agree that we are looking forward to. Some of them good, some of them bad,
Mm-hmm.
some of them meh.
Collectively, anyway.
Collectively. But these movies are also going to be the basis for future kids as well. You also have to remember
Yeah.
that.
True.
If you look in the position of kids growing up 20 years later, their version of Beauty and the Beast, Belle is Emma Watson.
That's gonna be terrible.
Hermione is not like an idol for kids these days. Is that what I'm saying?
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm just sort of thinking of it like as the old movies as being iconic.
Well, considering that they were done, some of them were done over 70 years ago,
Exactly,
and
yeah.
we grew up with them, would still go and watch them, and they look almost just as, or they look just as good as some of the films that came out 5 years ago, if that. You know,
That means you gotta respect that the art
it's
from
absolutely incredible.
60, 50 years ago is
Well, more than even some of it, but yeah.
Crazy. Well, like Disney has not faulted us.
No.
It's funny though. When
Artistically, or quality-wise, utterly
Yeah.
amazing.
It's funny though when you spot out the techniques that they used to do the animation, because you know they always got that one backdrop where it's like it's always motionless and still, but then you know they have the one active moving part. You can spot it out. You can
Yeah.
see like the color difference.
Oh yeah, but they also do that for anime as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's like that.
It makes the animation process a lot
Yeah, I can
faster,
imagine.
a lot easier to do,
Yeah.
because you're, I guess, having to redraw a lot less.
Mm.
And actually just talking about that, like if you're looking back at like cartoons from like the 80s and 90s. Oh yeah, and the old Spider-Man.
The old Spider-Man.
Hang on.
Spider-Man.
Which old
I'm
Spider-Man?
talking to like
The
Early
one that-
2000s
the
or
one-
80s?
No, the one where like all the memes come from. That one.
yes,
The 40s?
That
No,
one.
50,
That-
or
'cause
whatever
they-
it was, very early.
they aired it for a period of time.
On TV.
They re
When
Ran
that was
out.
on TV, when they were doing, I can't remember, was it either cheese TV or toasted?
one of them.
And yeah, and they were airing it the whole series then. It's like, oh man, it was shit. But where was I going with this? Yeah, you can split out the.
Where does Spider-Man come from?
So it's like it's like
Just because Spider-Man's gonna get his own movie coming out soon doesn't mean you gotta mention him.
Wait, Spider-Man's getting a movie?
Of course he's getting a movie.
Another one. It's already
Like-
had several.
Live action?
Yeah. of
Oh,
course.
cool.
It's already had several though.
Yeah, well, it's
Well,
been
you
a
know-
long day in time.
Well, like they're gonna put him into Civil War. He's gonna get his own solo movie. Also, we also forget that every Marvel movie now is now a Disney movie.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I saw a trailer somewhere, and I'm hoping that it is not a joke, and I'm also hoping that it is a joke. I'm a little undecided. Are they actually trying to bring Spider-Man into the Marvel world,
He is in the Marvel world.
as in the Avengers
Yes.
series? So they are actually bringing.
So Spider-Man is going to appear in Civil War.
Okay, so
That is a fact.
that's part of. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, that's probably the trailer you saw.
yeah,
Right.
It's-
yeah.
in this movie, I reckon he's only gonna be in that for like 5 minutes.
You reckon?
Who knows?
He's gonna like make his appearance and then like, yeah, I reckon he's gonna be that.
So every Marvel movie is also technically a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Every Lucasfilm movie is now a Disney movie. What else am I missing?
Disney owns all.
It's like, are we trying to say that Disney is the Google of animation?
Ooh.
No. No. You're talking about American animation maybe, but not internationally.
Okay, what about international? There's several.
There's more, like, I know there's a really big Indian company, there's a couple in China, there's, well, obviously Miyazaki and
Studio Ghibli.
what's the other one?
Ghibli's no longer
Yeah.
It's
really.
defunct, but they
it's
are
not
still
an
producing
animation.
shorts, not under the name of Miyazaki.
Mm.
What about the other guy?
They're just licensing studio, I think now.
What was the guy who did 5 centimeters per second?
Oh.
Makoto Shinkai.
Yep.
So, and then I know there's another, not as big one, but in America as well, animation company. So I mean, you couldn't say they are like,
They're big.
you can't say they dominate the market.
But they're still very, very big,
Mhm.
very, very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I guess conglomerate, really.
And they can acquire any one of those companies any time now.
Yeah, they've probably got the pockets deep enough to do it.
Whether or not they are investing in doing it, another story.
Correct.
Now we're getting into adulthood. Talking about kids movies and talking about like company acquisitions.
Business students, just look away.
Well, you know, we are everyone on this table right now is either a computer science or engineer student.
I don't know. I've been through several fields.
Okay, please do tell us on your take. No, I don't get it.
We will have an entire podcast episode dedicated to Jason's life.
Oh yeah.
We will call it Jason's Life, the story.
That's really good.
Are we going to animate this too soon?
Oh my god, that'd be great!
Spin-off animation, alright!
Can we sell your life story to Disney?
Oh, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
You reckon they'd take it?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's not enough songs.
If you are a pursuing animator and would like to talk about this project, please email us. The email's going to be in the description below. And if we're super serious about this, we'll contact you, and me and Jason will talk about destroying his life.
Yeah.
His life will be owned by Disney at the end of the day.
Wow. For a large enough sum of money, I actually don't mind.
Walt Disney will be like, Jason, we own your life now. How do you feel? We've kind of just walked away from Zootopia.
It just went like segued and crossed over here. And
The discussion has progressed and digressed.
This is why I call it crisscrossing.
Wow.
This is why we should probably actually write down what we want to talk about.
Look at me, Jerry.
How long have I been telling you this?
Jerry has just given Dan a very, very dirty look.
Well,
of I told you so.
the Jerry's dirty look changes every day. So guys, if you did enjoy this podcast, please leave us. What are you doing, Jerry?
I'm trying to show you that. Is there any questions? Isn't that what you normally do at the end?
I do, yes. That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Don't worry.
You're just showing me a list of random things. So you guys, if you have any questions regarding this podcast, if you want to leave us anything that you would like us to discuss in the next podcast, we will be doing a Batman v Superman podcast soon. If you guys want to leave us any questions about that,
Leave a comment below.
leave the comment section below. Follow us on our Facebook, Twitter. Download this podcast on iTunes, and we'll hopefully see you guys in the next podcast.